All right, and welcome to the first of the Two Dads in a Production expanded podcasts. Today, I've got with me. Who are you? Are you still
I'm
doing
Felix.
Felix? Are you still doing? Okay,
I'm
I didn't know if
Felix the
you're.
Human. What am I
Okay.
still doing? I am Felix the Human. That's all I know how to do.
Okay.
They're only doing a podcast together for 4 years and don't even know who I am.
Who are you?
You know what? Let's just move on to this guy.
Hey, and you know what? I don't know if I even have a name. I mean, my Mad Professor is my gamer tag. My handle on here is Armchair Operator, and some of my friends and other people that know me call me Matt.
And the government.
Yeah, and the government.
Mostly the government, I'm sure. All right. So with that said, we're doing something new with these two and my Fallout gloves. Let me take those off.
I like them. It's a nice shade of blue.
It is. It clashes with my shirt a little bit, though. Yeah, those are so I could actually use my phone with them on.
Oh
yeah. All right.
So, how you doing, man?
I am doing all right. How are you guys doing?
Oh, fantastic! Excited for this rollout.
All right, so you guys need to tell me what you're doing. What's going on? What are you talking about?
So, like you've probably heard by now, the podcast is called Haunted Stories for Space Camping. All right, and we're going to be diving into conspiracies, paranormal, all that jazz. So we've outlined the first handful of episodes, and we can go ahead and tease those. We're going to do some sort of opener episodes where Matt dives into his own personal experience with the paranormal.
Personal experience.
Only personal experience.
Well, only ghost experience out of my experiences in ghost hunting.
Not for a lack of trying, though.
I tried real hard.
Same. Mad Professor is a bit more knowledgeable than he brings the legitimacy. I am more of a casual connoisseur of cryptids and curiosities, and so I'm bringing nothing to this.
I wouldn't say I'm smart, but when something happens.
Whoa, don't mince words. I didn't say you were smart. I said knowledgeable to this particular subject.
You're right. I like to dive in, and when I find something I really like, I like to get into it and see what it's about. And sometimes that provides me with information that the layman like yourself doesn't concern himself with.
I will take that slight jab. So the other couple episodes we know we're going to be rolling out. We want to dive into Antarctica, and I said that wrong already. We're going to do shadow people.
Don't you mean climb over Antarctica?
It would be a first.
Only the government would let us. And we're going to generally have fun with conspiracies and haunted stories and stuff like that. Hopefully we can get other people on to tell their stories in the later futures. And we're going to segue that. So we're going to do one major topic a month, and then the second more minor topic each month will be a telling of a story.
Okay. I can appreciate that. I like a good story.
Yes.
I like a good story.
Don't listen to this podcast.
Okay.
I've got a few ones that I highly recommend that you can check out for good stories.
Well, with that in mind, do you guys have a particular topic of the paranormal that you're most excited to talk about?
I didn't think so. I've been researching into shadow people the past couple weeks, and I didn't think I would be as into it as I am, because you always have those tales of something out of the corner of your eyes, but it is one of the more well documented
I think it's
things I've read
absolutely
into.
wild. I
Yeah,
think it's absolutely wild that there's not an answer for it. Something that's so widely documented, so widely talked about, so so caught on camera, and yet there's not like an institution or a science group or anybody that's like, this is what this is.
they do have institutions for stuff like this. They're called mental institutions, but the the thing about it is, like with Antarctica and the Shadow People, is these stories will lay down a foundation for just spider webs of other stories that we can get more detailed into. So it's fun to open up with these.
Right on, right on. I like that. I like that. Is there anything more that you want to talk about the new podcast, about the or Two Dads in a Production in general at all?
So I think a collaborative sort of effort would be great here. So when we get listeners coming in, if you like what you hear and you want to contribute with ideas or suggestions, that would be amazing. And we'll stick with the 2dap2020 at gmail.com to direct all inquiries, suggestions, ideas, or even personal stories would be something that I think me and Mad Professor are both very interested in getting into and detailing. And as for Two Dads in a Production in general, hopefully this is a good stepping off point to bring in a broader sort of subject matter that everybody can kind of sink their teeth into. You know, not just with this, but with our future Magic the Gathering productions we're getting into, the live, well, I don't think they'll be the edited in-person games that we'll be doing, and spinning back to our podcast proper, Two Dads in a Podcast. I think it'll be great to tie all these things in. It's all sort of nerdy stuff that we're geeked out for, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm personally excited to finally get something going together, get some games of Magic in to both play and to our viewers, because that's so much fun, so much fun.
Yeah, and I think it'll be great to have some crossover episodes where there are so many paranormal anime stuff or anime based on conspiracies or lore and legend that there's endless potential for crossovers and, really blending our 2DAP universes together.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There's definitely plenty. Just thinking of anime in general, Ghost Stories. If you haven't seen it, it's watch the dub, because that is ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
But all right. Well, is there anything more that you guys need to plug, need to say, or are we just ready to get this going?
Ooh, I'm ready. I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got a lot of information floating up here that I just want to purge from me forever. So the sooner we start pumping out
Not
episodes,
forever. You just,
I speak for yourself. I don't need to swim in giant ice spiders forever. Okay.
Oh,
Personally,
So,
I don't want to swim in giant ice spiders at all. So,
it's a good movie though. It's a great D+ horror movie.
D+.
D+.
It reminds me of watching scary movies years ago with my wife, doing 2-star Tuesdays. We would just find a movie that has 2 stars and watch it. And we found some fantastic bad movies that way.
There's some
sure.
truly awful movies out there.
Yeah, and I've already worked on some breakdowns of really bad horror movies that we can produce for the YouTube page as well, and I think it'll be fun.
All right. Well, thanks guys for popping on, talking about the new podcast coming. What was the name of that one more time?
Haunted stories for space camping.
Space camping.
That was beautifully in sync.
Not on purpose.
It wasn't. So, all right. Well, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Of course, check out the whole of Two Dads in a Production, with the main being Two Dads in a Podcast. We are coming back sometime around the same time. We've got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff planned. So keep an eye out for that. As always, of course, like, subscribe, comment, review,
email.
Say hi. Yeah, just
I'm lonely. I mean, look at where I'm at. It is literally a giant empty space.
There's nothing there. I mean, look at what I've got. I've got things that keeps me company. I don't need people.
You've got 100 friends right behind you.
Exactly.
Right.
Link is my friend. Okay.
Don't let anyone.
We're on first name basis. Am I laughing or crying?